So in this one, let's take a look at factoring a perfect square trinomial. So before we get to an example, let's actually take a look at some of the theorem, because that's actually very important to understand the rest of it well. So we're going to begin with this simple situation. Imagine we have ax plus b squared. Let's write this out. So it's going to give us ax plus b times ax plus b. At the next stage, you FOIL this out, and you don't combine the pieces because the goal is to actually see the pieces. Take a look. So you're going to multiply this by this. It's going to give you ax, like that, squared. So ax times ax can be written as ax. That's your base, essentially, and then you put the square because it's there 2 times, right? Ax times ax is ax squared. For the middle, take a look. I'm going to do my next step. So ax times b. Then I'm going to do here b times ax, step number 3. Let me number these. Remember, this is 1, this is 2, 3. So when I do 3, I'm doing b times ax, bax. And lastly, I'm going to do here b, that's step number 4. So that's step number 4. b times b is going to give you b squared as the last term. Now, by a basic rule of addition, take a look. You can write this as follows. You can write ax squared plus. When you have axb and bax, it makes no difference how you write that. In other words, remember, for example, like 2 times 4 times 8 is the same as writing 4 times 2 times 8. It makes no difference when you're multiplying 3 numbers. Remember, axb in the end are just numbers. That's all they are. They're letters that represent numbers in the end. So whatever applies here applies to axb for that reason. Which means, let me erase this, that I'm going to rewrite the middle, not as axb and bax, just to clean it up a little. I'm going to write it simply as abx plus abx. Once that's in place, think about this. This is abx, this is abx. It's there twice. So you put it this way. You put 2 abx. And lastly, you attach that b from the end. So it gives b squared. And now you make a key observation. That's a, this is a. Those numbers should be the same. This is b, double underlined, and this is also b. Those numbers, whatever they happen to be for a specific problem, should be the same. It also means that you can then go from this form right here, from this last form to this form, ax plus b, simply by writing it this way, ax plus b squared. And I know that because we began with that up top, you see? You just want to make sure that this carries straight down. Whatever the variable is, that carries straight down. And the value of b, that's just whatever that is right here, b. So let's take a look at this example. The goal will be to factor. So the example has the following form. Take a look. It says 16x squared plus 24x plus 9. So I'm beginning with a trinomial. It's been written out in this long form, 16x squared plus 24x plus 9. And the goal is to turn that into ax plus b and then that quantity squared. So when I carry this out, take a look. That's 16. I'm going to rewrite this so that it becomes this. Take a look. 4 squared x squared plus, and then the 9 I'm going to write as 3 squared. And I am doing that because the goal is to take this form of the trinomial and then make it into that form right here that we developed earlier. So I can identify the values of a and b, because once I know those values, I can plug them back into that ax plus b squared easily. So take a look. For that reason, I'm going to rewrite this still again as 4x. I'm going to pull the 2 out. And now I know that this 4 plays the role of the a. I know also that, for example, the following. This plays the role of the b right here. This 3 is the b. There has to be a 2 here always, and I know that because you see there's a 2 in the formula that we developed earlier. So you want to have a 2 also. So you put a 2 here. And then the remaining parts have to be ones that show the product of a and b. So in our case, a is 4. So you put 2 times 4. That is again your a. And then you put after that times 3. And that is again your b right here. That's b. And then just tack on the x always. So it looks like this. Times x and then plus. Let me fix that. It doesn't look the best. So that is meant to be x in that position. Once you have all the pieces of key information identified, then plug into the pattern. The pattern says you have ax plus b. Remember that. So I'm going to put 4 because that's my a. Again, a. I put next to it x. I put a plus, because this is a plus right here in the middle. You also put a plus here. And then you add to it the value of b. So in our case, it is 3. And then you square this quantity. So this 4 is your a. This is whatever the variable is. In my case, the variable is x. If it were y, you would put y. If this were the variable t, you would put t. You put a plus in here, and then this here plays the role of b. So you see how it looks like this. A is right here, the x is the variable, the plus is right here, and then the b is 3, and then you also add on the square. And that's how you can do that. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like. I'll check you out in another video.